Hello ladies and gentlemen, Panzer here. So the Sombra mystery picks up again in a big way with the Summer Games update, and a lot of new clues have been uncovered along with it. With the Summer Games trailer itself playing host to a number of cryptic clues, from a cipher hidden in Tracer's wake which spanned exactly one frame of the trailer, to a series of directions hidden in the background of each hero's skin reveal. So let's take a look at all the new clues and see what's what. So, the first thing, of course, is the cipher. This was found to be a form of salted base 64 open SSL. For everyone that's just been lost by the last three words, it's essentially a way that passwords are stored. See, nowadays they don't just store passwords directly after all. The password is now filled with random characters and then encrypted using a special key phrase, and that's in a nutshell how it sort of works. Unfortunately, since we don't have the key to unlock the phrase yet, the cipher has been pretty much stopped there. But there has been ways for people to brute force it, and there's been special tools out for people to test passwords on, but nothing really concrete has come out of it yet. But what about the directions? Well, these are even more cryptic, if you can believe it. So far, the great detectives over on Reddit have been busy attempting everything possible to see what it all means. From compass points to various ciphers and even patterns being drawn, many things have been tried, but nothing has led to anything really solid to go on yet. What's more, a curious looking distortion has been spotted in the trailer for Summer Games update as well, and this has been seen above the goal on the football pitch in Rio. It appears to be some sort of pulsating wave. While nobody's entirely sure what it is, it definitely looks out of place, but while this could simply just be an effect on the map, it certainly hasn't been confirmed to be in the game, so the jury's definitely out on what this is. There's certainly speculation that this could indeed be Sombra in stealth form, but whether that's true still remains to be seen. Personally, to me it looks more like an airwave from Lucio jumping into the air, similar in a way to the distortion Soldier 76 generates while sprinting, so I don't know for sure if there's really all that much to it. In addition, the feature for Widowmaker's Summer Games skin shows a building in the background with a curious sequence of flashing lights. This is still relatively new information at this stage, and nobody's quite sure what to make of it. It has been suggested that this has been Morse code or even binary, but yes, at this stage it's not confirmed to be a clue just yet. So definitely going to be watching that one to see if anything comes out on it. Nevertheless, other clues have been discovered as well. In the Dorado map in-game, a curious sort of pattern has been found in the sky. This pattern initially appears to be made of sort of blocky shapes, but it's distorted, and that appears to be something called shotcode. See, shotcode is a circular code form that's made up of blocky shapes. However, at the time of recording this, it still has yet to be deciphered. It is a strange shape nonetheless, and while some of the community have ruled out shotcode as a possibility, the shape itself looks distorted anyway, so understanding what it is has been nonetheless tricky. Oddly enough, the flight board at Numbani in the game has actually changed too with this update. The flights themselves now have different statuses and even different locations and flight numbers. It's definitely an odd thing to change, and the significance of it has still yet to be determined. My theory on some of this, at least, could be due to the passage of time in the game's universe. For example, the flight from Moscow has now been cancelled, and this could be due to the second Omnic crisis hitting up over there. As we've seen on the Volskaya Industries map, there are large Omnics fighting in the background, and even in Zarya's background story, the Omnic crisis was beginning again, and that was the reason she became a soldier instead of pursuing her career as a weightlifter and bodybuilder. But as for the other changes, I'm not entirely sure what it all means. You can definitely see from the images that there are some different destinations there, or rather departure locations, and all of that sort of seems to mean something. It's definitely something that's very, very noticeable and definitely very out of place. And not to mention the positions of characters on the hero gallery has changed too. The last time this changed, it was when aaah was added to the game, but now it seems like there's space for 2 more characters. So I'm not sure if this means anything, but this is definitely a notable change. However, not all clues are real, and one of the earliest supposed clues has now been confirmed to be fake. Yesterday, the Reddit community received information that the distortion effect around the Summer Games logo when changing between the main menu and the hero gallery in the game resembled a sound wave. It was then reported by many YouTube channels, including big channels like Unit Lost, that this was decoded into DTMF or dial tones on old phones, and it became a sequence of numbers. However, according to a number of Reddit users and the Game Detective's Discord users, The original source for the dial tones turned out to have fabricated those tones, which led to the numbers. Unfortunately, this means that time has been wasted on a wild goose chase. However, there are many other leads that can now be followed, but this is just further proof that you shouldn't believe everything you hear on the internet. Thankfully, most of the notable items I've listed in this video so far appear to have come from multiple sources, so we're not likely to see too many to be possibly fabricated. Overall, this is probably the hardest the ARG has been so far. The codes have definitely become harder to crack, and everything's far more cryptic than it has been so far. After all, the last set of clues I reported on did include a line that said things would get more difficult, so we really shouldn't be surprised. But just how far is it all going to go? My take on it all is that deciphering any of these things is far beyond me, but I'm happy to sit and watch from the sidelines and look for possible clues on my own. There are some suggestions that all of this will come to light on the 23rd of this month. The number of 23, of course, has been a mainstay in the Sombra ARG after all, and since the Summer Games event is planned to end on the 22nd, that means that there will have to be an update on the 23rd to remove it from the game. So let's pay attention to that. Also, if you're attending Gamescom, I'd suggest keeping an eye out for possible clues at the Blizzard area and listening for announcements from there. But if you're not attending and, like me, lack the skills to break these codes, then I'd suggest checking out the Games Detective wiki page and all the other links in the description below to check out the mystery thus far for yourself. But let me know what you guys think as well. Will Sombra be revealed at Gamescom? Will she be unveiled on the 23rd? Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and don't forget to leave a like if you've enjoyed the video. Also subscribe if you're new to the channel. My name is Panzer, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.